Hi to all, welcome to Chemistry Online. So, in previous class we discussed colligative properties like relative lowering, vapor pressure. Now we are going to solve a problem on that relative lowering vapor pressure. So, write the problem. It is a page number. All of you must and should buy textbooks. So it is a unsolved problem in page number 63 and problem number 37. Page number 63 and problem number 37. Textbook, very important. Important problem it is. So what is the problem means? Vapor pressure of water at 293 kelvins. Vapor pressure of water at 293 kelvins is 17.535 mm of Hg. Calculate the vapor pressure of the solution. Calculate the vapor pressure of solution. Calculate the vapor pressure of solution at 293 kelvins. At 293 kelvins means P we have to calculate. So it is nothing but P naught. It is P naught and vapor pressure of water means P naught and P we have to calculate. When 25 grams of glucose, when 25 grams of C6H12O6 glucose in what glucose is dissolved in 450 grams of water. In 450 grams of water. So this is the question we have to solve. Here you have to know what is a solute and what is a solvent. Here you have to know what is a solute and what is a solvent. Here solute, then solvent. Here solute 25 grams of glucose. Solute is nothing but a glucose. Solute is nothing but a glucose. Then what is the solvent means? Water. So here glucose Wb is nothing but its weight. Mb is nothing but its molar mass. It is a weight. It is a molar mass. Molar mass. Next, Wa is nothing but a weight. Next, molar mass is Wma is nothing but a Ma. So then here glucose Wb, weight of glucose 25 grams. Okay, molar mass of glucose 180 grams per mole. Molar mass means molecular weight is same. Molar mass of water 18 grams per mole. Weight means 450 grams of water. Its weight is 450 grams. Then you have to know vapor pressure of solvent. Vapor pressure of solvent. It is vapor pressure of water means solvent is P naught. This is equal to 17.535 mm of Hg. Next, vapor pressure of solution. Vapor pressure of solution P. We have to find. Okay. So according to Raoult's law, we know that P naught minus P by P naught equal to XP. According to Raoult's law, so according to Raoult's law, we know P naught minus P by P naught is equal to WB into MA by MB into WA. So this is, in this equation you have to substitute all these values. Then P naught means how much? 17.535 minus P by 17.535 equal to WB. How much? 25 into MA. How much? 18 by MB. How much? 180 into MWA. How much? 450. So here simplify this. 18 ones are 18 tens are 5 twos are 5 fives are, then 5 ones are 5 90s are, then 17.535 minus P by 17.535 equal to 1 by 180. 1 by 180. 17.535 is equal to minus P equal to 17.535 by 180. Then P equal to, then what happened? 17.535 minus 17.535 by 180. Then this is equal to 180 LCM. Then 180 into 17.535 minus 17.535. This is equal to 17.437 mm of Hg. 17.437 mm of Hg. It is nothing but a P. So this is the way we may solve vapor pressure of P is nothing but vapor pressure of solution. P is nothing but a vapor pressure of solution. It is a very important problem for 4 marks. 4 marks. It is a very important problem for 4 marks. This is the way we discussed that problem. Then we go for next colligative property, elevation of boiling point. Next colligative property, elevation of boiling point. Relative lowering vapor pressure is over. Next we are going to discuss elevation of boiling point. First of all, you know What is boiling point? Next, second colligative property, we are going to discuss what is second one is elevation of boiling point. Elevation of boiling point. See, first of all, you know what is a boiling point. What is a boiling point? The liquid boils at a particular temperature. The vapor pressure of the liquid at that particular temperature, the vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to atmospheric pressure. That is nothing but a boiling point. The liquid boils at a temperature. The vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to atmospheric pressure. That is nothing but a boiling point. For example, boiling point of the water is 100 degrees Celsius. At 100 degrees Celsius, atmospheric pressure is 1 atm. So, its vapor pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure. That is nothing but it's a boiling point. For example, H2O, boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius. Boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius. So, this is nothing but boiling point. Now, you have to know elevation of boiling point. Elevation of a boiling point. So, here explanation. Explanation. See here, vapor pressure of solvent is nothing but means boiling point of the solvent, not vapor pressure of the solvent. Boiling point of the solvent is nothing but T naught B. Then boiling point of solution is equal to TB. Boiling point of solution is a TB. So, the which boiling point is high, solvent boiling point or solution boiling point? Normally, so generally P naught means boiling point of solvent is less than boiling point of the solution. Generally, so T naught B is less than TB. The difference is nothing but elevation of a boiling point. So, the difference is difference delta TB, it is equal to T naught B minus TB. So, this is nothing but elevation of boiling point. Difference means a change in temperature is nothing but delta TB. It is nothing but elevation of a boiling point. Now, delta TB is equal to elevation of boiling point. Elevation of boiling point. So, this is elevation boiling point and elevation of boiling point. Boiling point means at a temperature, the liquid boils at a temperature. If you take any liquid, The liquid boils at a certain temperature now. At certain temperature, the vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to atmospheric pressure. A is nothing but a boiling point. So here, boiling point of this solvent I am taking T naught B. Boiling point of this solution I am taking TB. Then generally T naught B is less than TB. Then difference is equal to, what happened? Difference means which is high? TB. T naught B is less than TB means TB minus T naught B. So this is boiling point of the solution minus boiling point of the solvent. Then it is nothing but a difference. So now the delta TB is the elevation of boiling point. Okay. So calculation of molar mass. Calculation of from elevation of boiling point, how we are going to calculate molar mass of the solute means calculation of molar mass of solute means MB. Okay, calculation of molar mass of the solute from elevation of boiling point. See here, delta TB is directly proportional to M. Why? Because it is colligative property. Colligative property means the number of moles, the dilute solution of the properties of dilute solutions is directly proportional to, depends on number of moles of the solute particles. It is nothing but colligative property. So delta TB is directly proportional to M. Delta TB is directly proportional to M. Then it is nothing but a molality. It is nothing but a molality. Then after that, delta TB equal to KB into M. The KB is nothing but a abelioscopic constant. Abelioscopic constant. Now we know M. M equal to WB into 1000 by MB into WA. So I am writing M value in this equation 1. So 1. M value in equation 1. Then what happened? Delta TB is equal to KB into WB into 1000 by MB into WA. Okay. Then we want WB. So sorry, MB. MB, it is equal to what happened? KB into WB into 1000 by delta TB into WA. Here WB is the molar mass of the solute. This is the way we may calculate molar mass of the solute. So MB, KB is nothing but a abelioscopic constant. Abelioscopic constant. Okay. Then here you have to know MB equal to what? Molar mass of solute. Then WB equal to weight of solute. Then WA equal to weight of solvent, weight of a solvent. And then KB equal to, already I told you, abelioscopic constant. Then delta TB equal to elevation of boiling point, elevation of a boiling point. This is the way we may calculate elevation of boiling point, and this explanation for elevation of boiling point, calculation of molar mass from the elevation of a boiling point, calculation of molar mass of the solute from the elevation of a boiling point. So this is the way. Next, next you have to know depression of freezing point. Depression of freezing point. Depression of freezing point. This is a delta TF. First of all, you know freezing point. First of all, you know freezing point. What is a freezing point means? The vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to vapor pressure of the corresponding solid. The vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to the vapor pressure of the corresponding solid. That is nothing but it's a freezing point. For example, freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. Freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. Then what is freezing point means? The vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to the vapor pressure of the corresponding solid. A is nothing but it's a freezing point. Next. So what is elevation of freezing, depression of freezing point? Explanation. Explanation. What is a depression of freezing point? Means here freezing point of solvent is equal to how much? T naught F. Next, freezing point of solution. Freezing point of solution is equal to TF. So, elevation of freezing point means depression of freezing point. Depression of freezing point. Depression of freezing point is equal to delta TF. This is equal to, normally here solution freezing means vapor pressure of the solution is less, vapor pressure of the solvent is more, means a solution having high temperature. So solvent having low temperature. So here freezing point of the solution is less and freezing point of the solvent is more. Then T naught F minus Tf. Okay, the difference between the freezing point of the solvent and freezing point of the solution is nothing but a depression of freezing point. Depression of freezing point, that is denoted by delta Tf. That is denoted by delta Tf. So now calculation of molar mass from freezing point, calculation of molar mass of the solute from freezing point, depression of freezing point. So this is a freezing point and it is nothing but a depression of a freezing point, delta Tf. Okay. Then tomorrow we will discuss calculation of molar mass, calculation of molar mass, molar mass of solute means Mb from depression of a freezing point. So this is we are going to discuss calculation of molar mass of the solute from depression of freezing point. Okay, leaving. So we will discuss this is also. We will discuss this is also. I mean, so the time is left out for discussing this. So fastly we will discuss this is also. So here delta Tf is directly proportional to m. So in the same way delta Tf equal to Kf into m. So m equal to we know Wb into 1000 by Mb into Wa. So m value I am keeping in this one. Then delta Tf is equal to Kf into Wb into 1000 by Mb into Wa. Then if you want to calculate Mb means, then Mb is equal to Kf into Wb into 1000 by Mb into Wa. So this is the way we may calculate Mb, means molar mass of the solute. Here Kf is nothing but a cryoscopic constant. Here Kf is equal to cryoscopic constant. Kf equal to cryoscopic. Cryoscopic constant. Kf is nothing but a cryoscopic constant. So this is the way we may calculate molar mass of the solute.